We're now watching for the Prime Minister. Here he is. Let's listen.
Thank you, Brian. Your Royal Highness, thank you so much for your leadership in this, your openness and your strength in guiding into being the Invictus Games, which truly will allow so many of us an opportunity to cheer on the people who've put so much on the line for us in faraway places. Thank you, Premier. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. This is a special moment for me to be able to remember my own family members and my grandfather's service. Up on the screen is a picture of my grandfather, Jimmy Sinclair. He was with my brother and my mom. That's me down on the bottom right, bottom left, sorry. He is someone who has inspired me throughout my entire life. Many of you know my father was in politics, but my grandfather was also a member of Parliament for 18 years, from 1939 to the late 50s. And he was one of the few people in the world who was not only an active member of the House of Parliament, but he was on active service during World War II as a flight lieutenant in the RCAF in the Western Sahara. He was over there as an MP and as a soldier for the duration of World War II. And when he came back, he shared with his family and certainly shared with me during the first 13 years of my life when he was still with us. That commitment to service, that commitment to country, that dedication to fighting in every possible different way for a better world, for better outcomes. And he remains an inspiration to me, as I know our loved family members who served are for all Canadians. And it's just a nice occasion for me to say thank you, Grandpa, for your service as well. Nous sommes nombreux à avoir un ami ou un membre de la famille qui a servi ou qui sert actuellement au sein des forces canadiennes. Nos anciens combattants et nos soldats, hommes et femmes, méritent la plus grande attention et beaucoup de compassion de la part de leur nation. Ils incarnent le meilleur de l'identité canadienne. Ils ont gagné notre respect et notre reconnaissance pour toujours.
Thankfulness forever. I am happy that our budget in 2016 contains important measures to give to our veterans and their families our support that they earn.
To start, as a government, we're reopening the 9 previously shuttered Veterans Service offices, opening an additional office in Surrey and expanding outreach to the north so our veterans can always get the service they need. We will also offer support to more families of our fallen service members by expanding eligibility for financial assistance available through the Last Post Fund. Our government is also offering significant financial support to our veterans, including increasing the Disability Award and expanding access to the Permanent Impairment Allowance. Another thing we're doing is demonstrating our strong support for the Invictus Games, and we're truly honored to have Prince Harry join us today to talk a bit about that. Like so many of today's veterans, I know my Grandpa Jimmy, ever the competitor, would have loved the Invictus Games. The Invictus Games, started in 2014, are an amazing way for our wounded, injured, and sick service personnel to compete in international sport. Pushing the world's best and brightest to their limits, our servicemen and women are called upon to do what they do best, serve their country with passion, courage, and integrity. These individuals are, as the name Invictus suggests, unconquerable. And this event shines a spotlight on their unwavering strength of character. I want to commend His Royal Highness Prince Harry for his tremendous leadership on this. Without his vision, the Invictus Games would not be what they are today. We are
looking forward to this year's games that will start soon in Orlando, Florida in a few weeks. And today, I also have the pleasure to welcome and invite the whole world to come in September 2017 when the greatest city of Canada, the largest city of Canada, Toronto, will be the host of the third Invictus Games in 2017.
As was highlighted, next year will be a big year of celebration for Canada. We will be celebrating 150 years of becoming a nation on paper, 150 years since Confederation. But when you look into your history books and when you hear the stories told down of grandfathers and great-grandfathers who served during World War I, you'll know that it took a little while for Canada to become a nation in our hearts. And one of those moments, the first time Canadian soldiers came together to fight as one unit, was at Vimy Ridge in 1917. So while we celebrate extraordinary things in 2017 of 150 years of this great country, we will also throughout the year be remembering the battlefields upon which Canadians came together and demonstrated to the world, yes, but mostly to ourselves, the kind of courage and valor that has ever characterized the Canadian forces since. And there are many things we talk about when we talk about the Invictus Games and the great benefits for our wounded soldiers, become competitors, the opportunity to continue to push themselves, the opportunity to find the kind of camaraderie through sport that defined them for so many years through service. But there's one other aspect that the Invictus Games are extraordinary for. The fact that the moments of courage, of valor, of dedication, of drive that characterized your service, those moments of extraordinary strength, happened without applause, without family members to support you in victory or in second place, without crowds of Canadians able to cheer you on through your extraordinary fight, through your extraordinary strength. And the Invictus Games will allow us, in a moment where we are celebrating our great country throughout the year, to pause and give you some of the applause, and through you every serviceman and women that you have so justly earned through your extraordinary lives. Thank you for your service. Thank you, Prince Harry, for letting us share in the extraordinariness of these servicemen and women. Merci beaucoup.